Booga booga. Ha
Come to women.
Where? Where are
Right
the
here. Sue and
where the bitches at?
Sue and me. And who else is in here that's women? Me and Sue.
No, there's Brenda.
Oh, Brenda. Whoa, look at the children's lawn. Looks like they're having some kind of party.
Well, they got a little rabbit,
Deer?
rabbit and a deer,
Oh.
and I think there's some butterflies out there, and some shooting stars.
I like this.
Looks like you might.
Yeah. It looks like Rimmy's bed got removed.
Oh, it shouldn't have.
That's all right.
That's my
He's
fault.
fine.
Well,
Oh,
no.
looks like we got a red, white, and blue chair there.
No, that's just his. What the hell's his bed? I don't even know.
I don't know, but
Oh,
I
here it is.
love Bambi there. Bambi and
I
Thumper.
knew you would. There you go.
Bambi and Thumper.
Yeah, I'm gonna thump her early.
Hey, children of the lawn.
Children of the lawn. I am one of the children of the lawn, face down on the lawn.
Yes, we're tired.
Oh man, beat to death. Now, here's the stratagem. First of all, I will tell you this. Hang around for today's pasture. Because it took everything I had. All the brain cells are gone. You can see they leaked out this side, and they're like...
Well, we took a ride.
Yeah, we took a little 4-hour ride to
The 3-hour tour.
holy shit to
Central Florida.
yeah, Central Florida, to an RC track, a clay track, so that I could race my cars.
Yeah.
We actually drove up yesterday because we wanted to be up bright and early today for the race, because they usually start like 9, 10 o'clock.
Stayed in an Airbnb.
Stayed in an Airbnb. Had my box. I mean, I have this huge box with the cars in it and all the tools.
The needle is in his arm,
yeah.
people.
Can you see the needle? It is way in my arm. And we get up this morning. I am ready to run. And it's fucking raining.
Yes.
Race canceled.
Race canceled.
So we decided, you know what? Let's make the best out of it. Let's
Drive
look around
around.
the area. Let's go see what kind of things are around in the area. We'll try different
Have a
kinds
nice
of food.
breakfast.
Have a wonderful breakfast. So
We had a good breakfast.
So we went to a place and we got this thing called stuffed French toast. And it's stuffed, it's French toast,
With some kind of like
with some kind of cream stuff in it. It's,
I think it called it a honey almond glaze or something like that.
I don't know what they call
With
it.
strawberries and strawberry
And then stuffed
sauce
drizzled on it. It's just, and then with it you get a biscuit and 2 fried eggs and grits and what else? There's something else.
The sausage,
Oh,
chicken
right,
sausage.
the chicken sausage, which
The
everybody
biscuit
likes that.
is so good.
And
Then they brought us out like some
And the biscuit is
apple
just-
butter, homemade apple butter. I felt like I was in North Carolina. It was great.
So then we decided, you know what, let's go look around at some property, right? So just wanted to go look at some property.
We
And-
thought we were looking for a house.
Yeah, we're just looking for a house, just looking for stuff.
And we had Waze,
We had Waze,
that app
Waze, the app Waze.
telling us where to go.
And we put in,
No, you put in.
just wanted to see this one house, right
Oh.
price, beautiful place, all the right features. And we put in the address, I put in the address into Waze, and I'm following the thing, and we are all of a sudden on what looks like a wild bear preserve.
It looked like a path in the middle of a preserve that was like wide enough for maybe
For
a
four-wheeler,
four-wheeler.
maybe, right? And Lori's going, this can't be
This
it. I
is
said,
right.
no, this is it.
It
Look,
was-
the arrow
it
said,
was
and we keep
dirt.
going deeper
It was not
and deeper
paved.
into
It was
the
not
woods.
paved. It was dirt.
And all of a sudden, like 10 minutes into this, whatever it was, swampland, these half a dozen little girls are jogging down the trail. If we
Like
were
teenage girls.
going, well, yeah. Well, what was it?
They weren't
like
little.
4-year-olds?
Well, little
they
girls.
They were little. They were little. They were young. Okay, young.
Yeah, and they're
Young
coming right at
teenagers.
us, and I went, okay, I know this isn't a street now. They're like jogging on this path in
So
the
I'm
woods.
looking at the app. I'm looking at the app, and I see, it's lane, not road.
Right. This road was so narrow, we couldn't have turned around if we wanted to.
And so Lori said, nobody can possibly live here, and she's getting all uptight.
I said, we're not supposed to be
and
here.
we start to see houses, and it's like,
How do people live
and a
here?
street name, and it was just craziness.
It was crazy.
Oh, look who's waiting in the wings.
But I felt like I was in Deliverance, and I was waiting to hear the
were
banjo.
waiting to start hearing banjo. It was.
It was quite an experience.
So then we went. What did we have? Lunch and somewhere. It was just quite a day, and I was very disappointed not to be able to drive my
Car.
high performance machines.
He's
Because
like,
I've been watching videos
Oh,
and
man.
how to tune it. Hey, there he is.
hey, there he is.
How to tune.
Hey, Don.
Tune them for racing and just. I've been setting these things up for a week. I'm getting ready for this race.
Sue said she was thinking Deliverance. You see that?
I'm telling you, Deliverance. It was.
Oh, thank you, Lori.
Oh, we got up. Look. Oh, you see that?
Yes, we were waiting for that banjo to start.
We were waiting for the banjo.
Yeah.
Don,
Hi,
Hey,
Steve.
nothing else to do tonight?
Pretty much.
Oh, well.
He comes in on Fridays.
No, he
Thank
always
you,
comes in, and we
Kitty.
appreciate. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. I had a big day. We had to have a new refrigerator installed at my mom's apartment.
How's that?
Big stuff. Big
Is
stuff.
it one of the new? I got to tell you, I love the new appliances. I think is it one of the?
Well,
those,
Mom's probably by herself, right?
well, so okay.
So she doesn't need something like
Oh,
massive.
this is very, very low tech.
Yeah.
Low
Very,
tech.
very low tech.
How
Just-
dare you?
It's his mother that's by herself.
Really? No blue lights on it or any of that shit? Come on. No lights?
No. Mom probably wouldn't like that, right, Don?
Well, she fancies herself a technologist, but the reality is not so much.
Ice machine. Give ice.
Yes, it has an ice machine.
Well, that's,
All right.
that's the 21st
good.
century. I suppose.
Yeah.
That's good. Good. And do we have a brand name? LG or Whirlpool? Or?
Whirlpool. I've been having very good luck with Whirlpool appliances.
Good.
And are those the ones? Is that the last appliances that are still made in the United States? Whirlpool.
I don't know.
What? The last time I bought a dishwasher, or actually not the last, the next to last time, it was a Bosch, and I was curious, and I said, "Where are these made?" And the salesman said, "Well, I'm not sure, but either someone who's wearing overalls or a sombrero."
Okay.
Either below the Mason-Dixon line or below the borderline with
Well, that's at least gives you a 50% chance that it's made in USA, right?
that is true.
The only reason I say that is our dishwasher about a year or 2 years ago exploded, and we went to Home Depot and bought a new dishwasher, and we didn't want to get anything too teched out, we
I
didn't
forget
want
what brand it is.
what?
What brand is it?
It's I don't know. It's somebody's either wearing
A pinata.
a helmet or
I don't know. They need to be wearing a helmet because you want to hit them over the head.
Is it General? I don't even
If
know.
they made these when the repair, we never get a warranty on anything.
We never
like,
get
it's a
warranty,
rip
but,
off.
it's like
But the lady at Home Depot, they were on sale, and she said, "I would get the warranty."
I would get the warranty if I were you.
So we did.
So we got scared, right?
And
Because it was like
we
hundreds
did.
of dollars less than every other dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
And we got the warranty, and man,
You used
thank
it.
you, lady.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I
big-
know. Hi, Booker.
What's going on, Don?
Oh, I'm going to have some musical questions for you tonight. Oh, hang on. This is somebody trying to sell me some. Oh, it's my wife. Hang on. I'm
How you doing, Steve? Hi, Lori.
Good, bro. How are you?
I'm
Hey,
good.
Booker!
Hey,
I don't want to tell
Where
you,
you
Don.
going?
It's a General Electric.
Yeah, General Electric. He's
So,
somebody's
Booker,
trying
did
to
you have
sell
a great birthday?
I had a really, really great birthday.
That's good. Very good.
That's good. Did they celebrate at the venue?
They celebrated at the venue. Yes, they did. And then I celebrated with the Grands and my wife on Saturday.
Oh.
Your wife was about as cute as it gets with that birthday card.
Yeah.
Making you read it on the show, I think that was just cheap, man.
Because she knew this was your party.
Yeah, it was great. That was great. And a good
And,
card.
and then Sunday I played at church, and the choir director hands me this bag, right? I look and there's a place it was originally in Brooklyn. It's all over the city now, called Dough Donuts.
Oh.
They're big, and they're really good.
What
And
kind?
Dough Donuts.
Dough? Like D-O-U-G-H?
Like don't eat
yeah,
them.
Dough donuts. Yes.
like Homer
Wow.
Simpson. Yeah.
Wow, we'll have to look that up.
We have something down here called Duck Donuts.
Yeah, we have duck donuts down here.
I never
I guess
tried
that's
it.
in case somebody throws them at you.
Duck!
Yeah, they were really, really good.
What
Yeah.
flavors?
Wow.
Tell us the flavors.
There was a hibiscus one.
Mm.
Ooh.
There was a guava one.
Mm.
They're all really good.
Exotic.
Wow, that's cool.
That's
And the only
exotic.
thing, because he said if you want to share them with your bandmates, because there's a drummer and a keyboard player. He says if you want to share them with your bandmates, you can, but you don't have to. And I shared it with him, but I said the only thing is that the chocolate one is mine. That was it.
It goes without saying. I mean,
Okay, wait, we got some props for Booker from the children.
oh, children's giving props.
Anton says, "Hi Booker, your album is outstanding." And Lori
you.
Richardson said, "I agree." Now they ordered them.
Yeah,
We
they got it. They
pre-ordered them.
pre-ordered. So yeah.
So there you go.
Yes. And I finally got a couple of copies from the record company. They send you just enough so that you can't really send them out to friends.
Of course.
Yes, that's what happened here
That's
too.
the same thing that happened to me.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
and then
Well, with Steve's, they just said, we're going to make jewelry, like a spider necklace and keychain, and the people that pre-order will get them. Well, the people that pre-ordered, the jewelry was late showing up. So the people that were buying them in the stores were getting them before the pre-orders.
we're gonna need. Yeah, it was.
It
crazy.
was not good.
It
The
was.
good thing is
embarrassing.
that people that ordered this vinyl, ordered this, pre-ordered it, got it on the 10th, which was good.
That's
yeah,
great
they
because
all
the people
got
that pre-ordered mine,
Isn't good.
it was in the stores or wherever it goes before they ever got them.
Yeah, and people are writing saying, "I think this is a scam,
Yeah.
Steve."
Yeah, I think this is a scam, Steve.
Steve.
You know what?
I remember somebody sent me a message on something that says the album is awesome, but read the lyrics.
But what? But
They
loud
couldn't
off
read-
the what?
they couldn't read the lyrics, and
Oh.
the truth is, on the CD they're tiny, right? And I said, well, it's probably better on the vinyl, a little.
Yeah,
It's a little bit better on the vinyl.
as long as it's not a mini disc. Yeah, here.
Mousy.
Hey, Ms. Mouse.
Hey.
Here, take a look at this. I'm gonna. Whoops. No, I'm not.
Booker was telling us about these fancy donuts they have up there. Hibiscus and flavor and guava.
Okay, where's my?
Oh yeah, there's lilac flavored ones and
Check this out.
Ooh.
yeah, and
So
like
here-
there's a bacon caramel.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
I've
had
had
that.
that.
Oh, those are dangerous.
We've had
Dangerous.
lavender gelato.
Did you?
That? Yeah, we've had
Lavender
yeah.
gelato.
Oh no, we don't want that. Why do we have that? We don't want
Your
that.
your green screen is showing.
No, I know, and my shirt is too.
Pardon me, miss, your slip is
there.
showing.
I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm
look
trying
at
to make. I'm trying to use jewelry cam, and for some reason it doesn't want to work for me.
A little bit of
Oh, I
Wizard
see.
of Oz
Why,
going on
okay.
there.
No, it's not. It's just not showing up. Oh well. I had jewelry cam. I was going to show you the piece of jewelry.
Oh, I see. I'm looking at dough donuts now, and I'm seeing the flavors.
Yeah.
Fruity
Originally,
pebbles?
when it was a little bit more than walking distance from me here, and originally they only had 4 flavors, right? And it was $10 for the box. The box was about, because the donuts are like that big, they're huge,
Yeah.
and it was like $10 for the box. I would buy 2 boxes. I'd bring them home, and 15 minutes later they were gone.
That's how good they are.
Well, I tell you, I'm going to tell you, charming.
They have funnel cakes too?
This is what I was trying to show you.
Booker,
with
do they have
jewelry
funnel
cam.
cakes?
I've never seen.
What is that?
It's actually well, we were talking about Booker's
CD. Everyone's
CD,
loving
and
the
everybody
CD.
pre-ordered. This was when my first John Rarity's CD came out. They said, "Can we design a piece of jewelry?" And that's actually John's coat of arms, but it's it's hard to see.
Yes.
So we did that.
So
But,
everybody that
so
pre-ordered.
everybody that pre-ordered it got the jewelry, right? And it's either a necklace. This one's a necklace, and there's a keychain. And
The jewelry was late coming in.
It was just crazy.
So the people that pre-ordered never got anything.
Yeah, it's-
And
yeah.
then the CD was in the stores so people were buying it, and the other people that pre-ordered it still didn't get anything. And somebody wrote to Steve and said, I think this is a scam.
Oh, yeah. An elaborate scam for me to make 12,
I'm making
50.
millions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Millions.
Millions.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Don got going on here? Don, what's up with you? What's behind you? Jeff Beck, what?
That's that.
Well, I've been transferring DAT tapes to Logic, so I have it all in one place, and I have that concert on tape, and so it was Mountain's first performance ever.
No,
Whoa.
I
What
disagree.
was that like?
Okay, Steve, I challenge you, truth or dare.
Mountain's first official, the first gig that they played, this is according to legend now. The first gig that they played was at Highlands Junior High School in White Plains as a warm-up to Woodstock.
Okay,
what
that would have
Leslie
been
said.
August of
69.
69.
Right, was yours before that? March?
What's
Oh.
okay.
Now that venue was right down this close near where Sue, one of our children of the lawn, grew up in Long Island, she said.
But for $100 and a ticket to Speaks, who do you think the opening act for our Mountain concert was?
Rat Race Choir.
Oh, you
Yeah.
get a ticket to Speaks at $100.
Yeah, $100, and it's
A
an
ticket to Speaks, thank you. That's great.
Yeah.
the checks
That
in your
means you
mouth.
were
and I
sent-
won't-
Wait a minute. Whoa. Speaking of which,
Uh-oh.
on the same tape, hang on, I'm blocking my own thing here because I was going to put up a picture of the island garden. Oh, you're not going to be able to see
Oh,
it.
that's good. No, can't see that.
Can't see that for shit.
I'll see
Okay,
it now.
if you
Maybe
could,
I
I
see
make
a
it
DAT
big. Hang
tape.
on. Leave it there.
Oh.
I'll pin it.
What is that?
It's a DAT tape
It's
that
a
we
DAT tape.
Oh, wow.
and
okay, it's the last entry on this front
yeah, I
page.
can't see what it is.
Well, I'll read it to you. Because I
Please.
have to put my glasses on.
Read
It
aloud,
says-
please.
Okay, well, I'll read you the whole thing. It says, Island Garden, March 7, 1969, Mountain first performance.
Wow.
Savoy Brown in the middle and Jeff Beck on the third. And then underneath that, I recorded this, Rat Race Choir at Speaks, August 17, 1977.
Well, I'll need a copy
That
of
was
that,
one of the
please.
days of Woodstock,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't it like 16, 17, and 18? Oh, 60,
Yeah,
69
it was in
though. Yeah.
69, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But so then maybe I have it wrong to the point where we opened for them before they
Okay, so
set for Woodstock. But
here's
I know
here's the most important question. Who was playing drums?
Corky.
On this
No.
concert, N.D. Smart.
N.D. Smart the third, then to me that's not officially Mountain yet.
Well,
Was
not
Steve
only is
Knight?
it not officially Mountain yet, who was playing bass?
Oh, it wasn't. For mine, it was.
Felix?
It was. It was.
Felix.
It wasn't Felix?
It was Felix.
Oh, okay.
At this concert, Felix was playing bass on the organ pedals of a Hammond and was playing organ. So the
So
very
there was
very
no Steve Knight.
no. So the very first iteration that I saw on this night was N.D. Smart on drums, Leslie on guitar, and Felix playing a C3 or a B3 and playing bass on pedals.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Oh,
this
okay.
was, I think this is probably before they had a record.
I think
deal.
if you look closer, that's called Molehill. That's Molehill.
Very good, very good.
Hey, Jeff. Well, was it
Hi,
a good concert, Don?
Yeah. And can we get a
I
copy?
saw Savoy Brown before.
Yeah, I'm actually having a little problem with the tape. Mountain's good, and it's breaking my heart because I went to rewind it to the top because I did a split mono, and so the Jeff, I'm gonna have to resuscitate the Jeff Beck, or I may have it someplace else. Was it a good concert? Well, I mean, all that we knew, Leslie, was from the Vagrants
Right.
Right.
playing, like you know, they were a poor man's Rascals, right? And they opened for everybody. And Leslie's out there with the big Gibson, you know, big hollow body guitar. And he comes on to this show, and we don't know what the hell to expect. And he's got, you know, a Les Paul Jr.
The
single
junior,
pickup
yeah.
and a stack of Sun amplifiers, like 6 cabinets and 3 heads.
Sun Coliseum.
With the heads, with the
No,
heads
that was
like
Entwistle's bass amp was a Sun
in
Coliseum.
between. So he's got a speaker, an amp, and a speaker on top of that. And it was like, oh my
Because you
God.
need that.
And it was, I gotta tell you, the sound was his sound was unbelievable.
He could play a banjo through a frickin' radio and it would sound amazing. I mean, you know,
Gotta give credit where it's due.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. When he touched the fingerboard, man, it was just
Yeah, a lot of what do you call them? Squeals?
pig squeals.
A lot of pig squeals that night.
Oh,
Did I tell you the pig squeal story?
You don't get one.
For pig squeals.
Anyway, and Jeff Beck came out, and it wasn't with Mickey Waller. They had, you know, because he was always changing. You never knew what you were going to get with Jeff Beck.
Still don't.
So it was Jeff. It was
Oh,
Ronnie Wood on bass, amazing, and Tony Newman from Sounds Incorporated was the drummer, and Nicky Hopkins had joined the band.
Oh.
Nicky.
Yeah, with with a grand piano with a couple of Shure mics stuck into it, so it sounded honky tonk, but it was. I mean,
That must have been amazing. I loved Nicky Hopkins.
yeah, I love that honky.
And especially any of that Jeff Beck stuff, especially with Ronnie Wood on bass. That was just like Spanish Boots or what.
The second Beckola had just come out. And
I love that record.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I love the
I love
liner
that
note,
8-track.
and I love the liner notes where it said, in these days in the record industry, it's very difficult to do something original, so we haven't.
Yeah, well, isn't that
I mean,
it's so funny you talk about Ronnie Wood playing bass, right?
yeah.
And when Stones, before they got Darryl Jones, I was wondering, was Ronnie Wood going to wind up on bass?
I thought the same thing. I
Wow.
thought the same thing. I said he's got to step right in there.
Well,
Yeah.
our friend,
I really thought it was going to happen.
our friend John Regan, may he rest in peace, did audition for the Stones.
He would have been great for that gig too.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't, because, as they say, working for the Rolling Stones is bad for your health.
Oh, yeah.
But look at that, Ron Wood.
It's great for your back. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Wood
Well-
steps in shit no matter where he goes.
Yeah.
I mean, he really does.
But let me ask you this: have you seen any of the videos from the new, or has anybody seen the show? I haven't seen the show, but I've seen some of the live videos. And thank God Bernard Fowler's still there.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
And
good backup singer.
what's her name? Somebody
Lisa
else.
Fisher.
Yes,
Lisa
yeah.
Fisher, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
And I think Steve Jordan was a great pick.
Yeah.
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 I don't think anybody could, especially with Darryl Jones on bass. So now all of a sudden there's that blend, and I think it really works. And I'll tell you something that I noticed, and Jeff, you'll pick up on this immediately. I was watching a video of it, and I'm looking for the energy. Now, frickin' Jagger's 80 years old, but he's still moving and he's still singing, and it's like I'm impressed. And I'm watching Steve Jordan, and he's doing the it blew my mind that he not that he copied it, but you know what that he was that.
But he held on to that vibe.
No, that's
Yeah.
the thing, is that, I
Yeah.
think I've probably mentioned this. I'm not bragging, he said bragging, but I worked on the back end of Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll.
Oh, or as Keith Richards says it, hell, rock and roll.
And Steve Jordan is an absolute student of drummers. I don't know who somebody there may know who Chuck Berry's original drummer was, but obviously he studied, he studied the parts and he really learned it. And there's a very funny story that somehow when Steve Jordan showed up, he looked different when he came to the concert. And Chuck Berry turns to Keith. He says, "Where's my drummer? That's not my drummer." I think his hairdo had changed or something like that. And he said, "That's not my drummer." And then Steve sat down to the drums. He says, "Oh yeah, that's my drummer."
Wow.
You gotta wonder if Charlie Drayton would have fit in that.
He would have.
Definitely.
He would have. Yes.
I've always been. I mean, Charlie's a great guy. I used to.
I love playing with him.
Yeah, I used to hang with him. I mean, I never
Okay.
played with him, but
I
used to
did
hang-
a thing with him when Bobby Floyd was still with us, and it was Bobby's group, right? And Charlie comes in, and you know that 22-inch bass drum, both heads on, nothing in it, right? Huge snare drum, one tom here, one floor tom, right? And was it 15-inch crash cymbals for a hi-hat, right? And I'm like going, and he's checking it, and the bass drum is going, gong, 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 gong. I'm like going, we're playing R&B and like funk tinged rock stuff, right? So as soon as we started playing, the bass drum sounded like boom, boom, boom. And I'm saying he's doing this all with control.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't lift off the head when he
Yeah.
executes the pedal. He leaves it on the head.
Leaves it on the head, yeah.
You know what they say? It's not the car so much; it's the driver.
The
Yeah.
driver.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I'll tell you a funny
Wow,
story.
it's the sauce. What?
Go, Jeff.
I was just going to tell you a story about Steve Jordan. When I was playing with Long John Baldry, we played at the Bottom Line, and the 24th Street Band opened for us. That was Steve Jordan, Will Lee, Hiram Bullock,
Hiram Bullock.
and Paul Schaefer. They were the opening band.
Hmm.
We did 2 sets, an early show and a later show. And between the sets, one night, Steve Jordan came back to the dressing room and complimented me on my drum solo.
Nice.
Oh,
I didn't even know who he was. I was just like, "Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's cool. Wow." And then all these years later, it's like, whoa.
Hey man, that's listen, that's how it happens, right? That's cool. Was it so low you couldn't hear it? No. Bum. That's a real knee slapper.
so I have a question. I warned Booker that I had a question, a musical question. In doing these DAT transfers, I'm realizing that I worked on some really terrible records. But in the
Time well
middle of
spent.
those terrible records, some good ones showed up.
Uh-huh.
And I just checked out, I mixed this album called the Michael Gibbs Orchestra.
Oh.
And it was
Was that
called Big,
Jocko
it was,
playing
yeah,
bass?
sorry?
Yeah. Was that with Jocko playing bass?
No, and that's why I wanted to ask you about this. Who is Kai Eckhart?
Oh man.
Booker
Oh,
knows
man.
everybody.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
Eckhart is a friggin' beast.
Yeah, I didn't record the
Yeah.
tracks, but I overdubbed and then mixed it. So check
I love his
It's
Check
the,
it.
it's
Yeah.
the Encyclopedia
Yeah.
Britannica.
Okay, here we go. So
Yeah,
the Michael
Britannica.
Gibbs Orchestra consisted of with John Schofield, Bill Frisell, Kevin Eubanks, Bob Moses, Bob Mintzer, Louis Soloff, Ian Carr, Bad Bill Martin, Ben Whitman, Kai Eckhart, Duke Levine, Dave Buchazinski, I can't pronounce that, Brad Hatfield, Dave Bristow, Jim Odgren, Chris Hunter, Lou Marini, Dave Tofani,
Lou.
dear friend of mine, Alan Rubin, Earl Gardner, John Clark, Dave Bargeron, great,
Yeah.
phone player, and David Taylor. And I didn't even know. And everybody who was coming in to do overdubs were like, "Yeah, I can't believe I'm playing on Michael Gibbs." I had no idea who Michael Gibbs was, and now I'm looking with the benefit of hindsight and going like, "Holy shit!" these were some really,
Heavy
really
hitters.
heavy hitters.
Because some of the stuff, Marcus played on some stuff, and then some really early stuff. Like I said, Jaco played on some stuff as well. But Kai is a monster bass player.
I mean, I'm listening to the bass and it's like, holy smokes. And again, I didn't record it, and I've never, my knowledge, especially in the jazz domain, is very limited.
And his thumb technique
yes,
is so beyond most other guys, because he does things, because it's a percussive tool for a lot of guys. They play like playing drums on bass for a lot of guys. With him, it's like all of, he's playing arpeggios and all of this crazy stuff. And it just sounds so good.
Well, I had a feeling you would know
the
lineage of these players.
And this is coming from Booker,
like I said,
an amazing bass player.
It's the Encyclopedia Booktanica.
That's right. Booktanica knows everybody.
Booktanica knows that shit.
That's you, Booker, by the way.
Yeah.
Booktanica.
He knew it wasn't Jeff.
And Mousy, I gotta
Yes,
give
ma'am.
you props. I like that you're wearing your hat that's worn out, proving that you were a fan before they were winning.
I've had this hat for a million years, and Buckwheat the Destroyer, one of my previous dogs, shoot it. But this is my lucky Knicks hat, and we got to do Knicks and 6 tonight.
I
right.
agree. I haven't rooted for the Knicks since 1994, right? My team, the Knicks team that I really rooted for, was the Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Dick Barnett, Dave DeBusschere, and Bill Bradley. That team before Earl the Pearl came along. Right? That was my team, and that team, that set, the mark.
They set the bar.
Else.
Definitely.
And then 1994 came, and Charles Smith couldn't get a layup. You're 6'11", throw the ball down. It still pisses me off to this day.
I know, right?
Yeah, I said I'm not rooting for them anymore. The dormant Knicks fan. I've watched the last 3 games.
Oh my God.
To end, and I said this can't be happening.
I know, right? I know, right? Everybody in my house is like hiding from me at this point.
Wow.
Get out of the room! I'm saying, get out! Get out!
My wife was like going, "Oh God, does this mean I have to go get like a Knicks hat?"
Yes, you do.
See, yours would be brand new. Mouse's is not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's
not.
a dog chewed.
Yeah.
It's the dog that choose.
Vintage nickage.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
I really want them to go to the finals.
Oh, me too.
Anything after the finals is a gift.
Exactly. That's what I think. I'm just taking it as
the
it
finals
comes.
is a gift, but especially what they've gone through up until now. But whatever Brunson asked for, they should just give him. Period.
Kiss his feet. His
Period.
Give it to him.
So it would be Boston and New York, right?
With Boston and New York in the
That'd
finals.
be scary because I don't know who could get past Tatum. I really don't. I mean,
There would be
Brunson
riots.
Yeah, that
It
would
could be.
Well, which is kind of what we count on. So,
Of course.
there were, and when the Rangers are doing great, so people like the hockey fans, there were 7,000 people in Madison Square Garden last night.
Wow.
Not for the game. The game was not there. They went
Yeah.
to Madison Square Garden to watch,
to watch
the
the
game.
Watch the
Yeah.
closed circuit
7,000
TV.
people, and they paid $10 a ticket. And
Wow.
all that money went to Garden of Dreams, which is through Madison Square Garden, for kids.
That's a great cause. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
You're watching as a fan with fans.
And they were going nuts because, so there they are, and whatever there
But
was, they all threw their hats down onto the floor because when they did a hat trick,
But they
you
were
saw
losing.
these Rangers
they were
hats
losing-
go flying.
They were losing 3-1
I know.
in the third period.
I know. That was pretty miraculous.
And then I'm listening to the fan, right? And I'm driving because I was driving, and they said the Rangers just tied it.
I know.
Because the news, the guy talking on the fan was saying, I'm turning this game off. It's driving me crazy. Right? And then he said, somebody says to him, they just tied it. He said, what?
You know what? That's every New York team, though. You just never know until the last second. The Yankees are the same. It's like, they could be down like 6-0 in the bottom of the ninth, and all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam.
This Yankees team, you could say that about.
Yeah.
Judge, who was hitting like 160 something last week, is hitting almost 270 right now. In the last 2 games, he's hit 2 home runs and 5 doubles.
Yeah.
Wow.
He started this game with a solo home run.
Wow.
Yeah, just like casually. Just
And
That's why
casually.
they pay him that amount of money that they pay him, right?
Right. And
Yeah,
my
right?
problem is that I have the problem in reverse with Manchester United. They'll be up 3-1 and they'll go into the
And they
last
give it
10 minutes
away.
and lose
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's the Mets and the Nets, unfortunately. That's what
Yeah.
And did we ask you if you watched the what's his name? Posh's husband.
Oh, Beckham?
Did
Have
you watch
seen
the
the
Beckham
Beckhams?
documentary yet?
Not
No, I
yet.
haven't.
Oh, you gotta watch
Oh
that.
man.
Man.
The
Stuff that David Beckham went through in England, like you would think that he was royalty, he was not. He got booed and stuff thrown at him, like
it's
for
horrible
years.
what they did to him,
They
man.
tortured this poor guy.
So you mean every place in the UK is Philadelphia?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's life and death to them. It is literally life and death to them. I mean, people like brothers who haven't spoken to each other for like 50 years because they like different teams. It's amazing.
This happened because he got a foul or something because he got pissed off and the other team won and they like held a grudge against him when he was on the Manchester whatever it was.
He was Manchester United.
They held a grudge against him for years
because this documentary.
I just took out my pen and I just wrote it down on the.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
It's freaking awesome.
Unbelievable. Because I always thought he was like this golden god over there. No.
And if you were going into historic documentaries, what was Iverson's?
Yeah.
Man, the original
man.
AI.
Yeah.
Holy shit, watch his story.
Yeah.
Wow.
He basically got set up and got sent to jail.
Yeah, but you see, they took all that out of context.
Yeah.
He was a good kid in high school and he was at a bowling alley and someone started a fight and then they got him and put him in jail. And it ruined his life.
I know, that is heartbreaking. And you know what? While we're on the subject, I just really hope that we get justice for Scotty Scheffler.
What's up with that?
What the fuck?
You try
okay,
and do your damn job.
The golfer?
The golfer, yeah. So on his way to the tournament today, to the PGA Championship, there was a deadly car accident that they were trying to direct him around, and he was just like, F you, I'm going, I got to get to the thing. He drags a detective along with his car and like and then and takes off. And so I'm thinking, if that was my nephew who is of a different skin color and he dragged a detective, he'd be dead now. He would have been killed by now.
You mean the detective was holding on to his car and he took
and he's dragging him along. Yeah. So he could go play golf.
So that was that's the assault charge. Okay.
Yeah, that's the assault charge.
The thing is this, his car is marked that he's a player and that he should have been allowed to go. That's the thing. It's the biggest misunderstanding because one of the police officer that stopped him and was the most aggressive with him hadn't worked that detail ever before.
Right.
So somebody who didn't know who he was probably.
But he's
yelling out.
He's like going, I'm 5 shots off the lead. You're not gonna get.
But isn't that the same police force that shot the woman in her apartment?
Oh God.
Yeah, at the golf tournament.
Yeah, right.
You know what?
I don't know. That's wrong. That he should not have been able to go play
Come
golf.
on,
He
he's an
should be put
entitled
in
little
jail.
prick. I don't care how good he is, and I know he's
I don't
really good.
either.
He's the #1 golfer in the entire world.
In the entire world, he is.
Okay, but again, there are people, maybe it's just my medical training, but when there are people laying dead in the road,
Yeah.
and you just think like, oh, I'm just going around this shit. I got to get to the golf tournament. I mean, if
Talk
they
about
said the cops were
compassion.
there, he was like ignoring that they were directing him to stop.
Makes you wonder what it would have been if it was Tiger.
Yeah.
That would have been Tiger's accident that he was
Right.
going around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, they said to Elin after, you know, right before the divorce, they said, you know, we heard that you hit Tiger's windshield with a club. What club did you use? And she said the 4 or 5. I don't know. Give me a 6.
I mean,
What's that mean,
Yeah.
golfer?
I don't know what that means. There's not a 6.
Inside golf, yeah.
Oh my goodness! And
I
she's
don't
got
know.
a better drive than I do, and she wants to know what that means.
Well, I don't remember the numbers of them.
You were with the counting beads.
Yeah, I had
Well,
counting.
talk about because she got his settlement with her was something else because the house he gave her the house. She tore down the house and built another house on the site.
Oh, wow.
No prenup.
That's right. No prenup.
Live
Yeah.
and learn, bro. Live and learn.
Yeah, eventually.
Love is blind and occasionally
somewhere,
stupid.
He was somewhere with before, when he was Tiger Woods, but he wasn't, he wasn't, Tiger Woods,
Know
Woods.
me?
Right. He wasn't
But he
like,
was somewhere with Michael Jordan, and he was like going, and he was really shy, and he says, "What do I say to girls?" If Michael Jordan looked him in the face, say, "I'm Tiger Woods." That should do it.
that should do it.
What do I say to girls?
Oh
Wow.
my God.
You know, there was a girl that used to date Tiger at one of the tournaments, and she's standing next to this guy, and you know, they're talking. She says, you know, I used to go out with Tiger, and she's kind of flirting with this guy. She takes him back to her hotel, and he makes love to her, and he goes to roll over to get a cigarette. And she goes, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I was gonna have a cigarette." And she said, "Well, you know, Tiger always did it again." So the guy said, "Oh, okay." And he rolls back over, and they, you know, go at it again. And he's all finished up. He rolls over to get a cigarette. She goes, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I'm gonna have a cigarette." She said, "You know, Tiger always did it again." So the guy goes, "Okay," and he hops back on, and does it again, and finished. And he rolls over. And she said, "What are you doing now?" "Tiger always did it again. What are you doing now?" He said, "I'm reaching for the phone. I'm calling Tiger up. I want to know what par is for this hole."
Oh my God.
I apologize. It's, you know, it's I get in these places where somebody gets on a line of, you know,
It's there. You got to
stuff,
say it.
and it's there. You gotta do it. You can't not. It's like, you know, it's an obligation. Speaking of which, now we're talking about sports. We're talking about inappropriate conversation, and I think we had already discussed the Brady roast. But how does the guy want to be a commentator and diss all the teams and their fans? I mean, did we catch any of that? That of course Kansas City has the loudest fans because they're all 14-year-old girls. And
I saw that part. Yeah, I saw that one.
I mean, I don't know. It's
Well, I think Kansas City has bigger fish to fry this week. Let's put it that way.
Well, are you talking about the kicker?
The
Yeah.
kicker. Yeah, I think somebody kicked him in the head. My brother said, "What did he play without a helmet?"
You're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, the guy who we just.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What the hell was he thinking?
I was like,
No,
bro, you have
Whoopi-
got to be kidding
Whoopi
me.
Goldberg said he has every right to his opinion. He could say whatever he wants. We
Yeah.
don't agree with him, but he can say
No.
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Said that,
Yeah.
a student there said, somebody was graduating, said she booed. She said, but he got a standing ovation. So
Yeah.
that's the environment he was in.
Well, it was a Christian school, from what I understood.
Yeah,
And,
it was
you
a
know,
Catholic private
I-
college in Kansas.
I gave it some thought, this morning, and it was kind of like the First Amendment gives every citizen the right to be an idiot.
He cashed in on that one big time.
Bingo.
The thing is, it was graduation, and he's telling the women,
I know, don't go
"I know
get
you want
jobs.
to be mothers, and wives.
Yeah, back in
Meanwhile,
the
they're
kitchen,
graduating college so they can go
Wow.
get careers."
I
And
wish he would have
she's-
said that to my wife in person.
Oh, or me.
I wish I had seen the tape of that.
He had got his brains beat out right there. It had been like Mike Tyson with Mike.
And he's
You know,
using Taylor
the thing that was-
Swift.
The thing that was so baffling to me was that the fact that he brought that point forward as if the two are like mutually exclusive, as if people haven't been like homemakers and mothers and still had careers and supported their family all this time. It's like, what, just stay home.
His mother is a very successful physicist.
That's right.
Oh, she must be so proud.
So they said he must be having mommy issues.
You underachiever, you.
Wow, man.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
we could also, the current news is that the head of Yeezy
Oh yeah.
quit because Kanye's going into the pro porn business.
Yes, he was.
And this guy is a self-admitted former homosexual.
and he's in rehab. And
Wait,
there's
how are you a former homosexual?
I don't know.
And you know
Well,
what? I guess if you work for Kanye, anything's possible, right?
Like, is it just that you like? Do you swear the whole thing off? Or I mean, homosexuals are considered to be homosexuals that don't have sex with people. That doesn't mean they're not homosexual. So
well, look at the one that went out with Ellen before Portia, Anne Heche.
Well,
Right,
and I
right.
think this is related to the voting problem we have. They are just undecided.
Oh.
He said,
Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
I'm here.
Hey,
always.
thanks for coming down and bringing us down
Wait,
with
wait,
you.
what's that called, Steve? Somebody who
What's
goes
The
with votes
former-
is not
a
by.
former
What was it
homosexual.
called?
So that just means you're fluid now. That's all.
Right. What
But it
is
doesn't
that?
make you-
That's called pansexual,
Yes,
right?
I
pansexual.
can't, Steve, I can't believe that I don't want to mention any names, but someone who we used to work with, that's how that person was described. And I thought, what the hell does that mean? And it was like, if it feels good, do it,
Pansexual. We know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
we know who you're talking about. And so does Mousy.
Yes, I mean.
If you're a Star Trek fan.
That's how Little Richard described himself.
Oh, really?
Pansexual.
Yeah, he said he did everything and everybody.
They used to be bisexual.
And everything to everybody.
But now I'm thinking pansexual is like animals included. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
that's
Well, it used to
pansexual.
be bisexual.
Well, I mean, so do we have to add another letter now? Is it?
Sure, why not?
I mean, you got the whole alphabet going.
I'm already confused enough, so just throw
And then
something else
there's
in.
a plus at the end.
no.
That's what the pansexual get. They get a plus.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
I don't know.
don't
It's like, listen, why don't we just stop categorizing everything?
Yeah, everybody just.
And I was just, Booker, you mentioned Little Richard, and I had a flashback to the Hail Hail Rock and Roll film when Bo Diddley and Little Richard are gabbing around the piano about Chuck Berry. And Little Richard said, "Oh, the first time I heard him do that thing, it got me so excited. It made my big toe shoot up in my boot."
I say that a lot. Yes,
It's a great line.
that is a great line.
I saw Bo Diddley in the 60s at the Westchester County Center playing the cigar box guitar. Amazing, man. I mean, and was Bo Diddley at the B.B. King's birthday party?
yeah.
I mean, but this was.
Well, he's the one that wears a polka dot shirt.
No.
That was the other guy.
No, that's
Buddy Guy.
Buddy
Yeah,
Guy,
both of them were there.
Yeah,
Playing
they were
together.
there.
We have
But I
TV.
mean, of
Yeah,
all the, of all the people who got ripped off for their thing, I mean, the Bo Diddley beat. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah, really.
everybody from Buddy Holly on.
Exactly.
You
Grateful
know?
Dead, you name it, use that beat.
Yeah.
But if you ask certain people, they will tell you the Bo Diddley thing is just clave.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Was just what?
Claves.
It's clouded. Technically, it is.
Yeah. It is.
Technically, it is.
Yeah, but it's, come on. It's, when you put it in rock and roll, I mean, that's like saying technically the Rolling Stones is Muddy Waters, come on.
Well, yeah, but it is. But I was just thinking when Booker mentioned Claves, and I'm thinking like, yeah, and who else? And I'm thinking like Fat Man in the Bathtub by Little Feat.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on.
That Zydeco hesitation thing that they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, it's like the Grateful Dead Not Fade Away, their version of it. Of course, Buddy Holly, Hand Jive,
Yeah.
it just goes on and on and on.
Anyway, a very popular rhythmic
Yes.
contribution to the musical knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I'm very disappointed that Joe Castelli isn't here tonight. And
Because Steve has a pastor.
because I have like one brain cell left after driving 8 hours round trip to go to a race that didn't happen.
Yeah, we drove
Oh.
Central Florida. I packed my cars up. I mean, I'm all ready to go. Okay, so
and it rained.
Bourbon Street. Okay, and it rained, so it never happened. But
So we got home at 4 o'clock.
got home at 4 o'clock today, and I'm like my brains are
No, I think
leaking
we
out
were
of my
like
ear.
4:30.
Well,
we were like exhausted.
Did you
And
go
it
to
was
Ocala?
Yeah, but right around
right
Ocala,
around
yes.
Ocala. Yeah,
Yes.
it was a track up there. It's a dirt
That's
track.
where Fredzo is in Ocala.
I know.
Oh.
Ah.
Of course.
Well, anyway, I put together my song pasture, and I'm wondering who's going to get this. I was hoping for Joe.
It took me a while. He had to explain what one of the things was to
Okay,
me.
all right. So let's bet on the 4 contestants. Who do you think's going to get it first?
Mousy.
Yeah.
Booker.
Really? I was going to say probably Don.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
well, here it
not
comes.
Don.
Here it comes.
Wow.
Here it comes.
Nice vote of confidence there, Laura.
Song title.
For you, Mousy.
Yes, it's for you. Here you go. Song title.
Let's see.
Now, you have to.
Don't-
Can I say something? Yeah.
Okay, so it's a tennis ball, it's cousin it's a bee. On a net.
Do you watch tennis?
Do you watch tennis?
Yeah?
Okay. What
Okay.
do they call it when the ball
Ball
hits,
hits the net.
That ball.
Let it be.
Oh!
Booker, the dark horse comes through.
Oh!
Behind.
I had my money on Booker. Thank you.
Well, for the Encyclopedia Book Tank.
Man, I'm
very
saying
good.
tennis ball, and he's going, and I do watch tennis, and then I didn't know what the middle thing was. I'm going strong.
It's let it be. And then you just go, it's let it be.
Yes, and he said, I watch tennis. He said, and then finally I had to say, what happens when they hit the net? I went, let, and then I got that it was cousin it, and I got it from that. But
Yeah.
I couldn't have come up with
But meanwhile, I had fallen asleep 20 minutes ago. And Mousy,
Got it.
nicely done, B. That's
Dude,
cool.
I'm in the locker room right now. I'm telling you, I'm talking it up to these guys. I got to get there and just like motivate them tonight.
They gave Tibbs an extension. They're talking about a $10 million extension or something like that for Tibbs.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he kind of
Yeah,
deserves
he
it.
turned the team around.
He did. He did. And he's not my favorite coach, but man, he did some shit,
What, they wear those boots to play basketball?
Oh, here it comes.
This is just, these are rain boots because they're out in Indianapolis now where it's pouring rain, by the way. More tornadoes, more floods.
I
more
just
rain.
what?
Indy 500 is Sunday, people.
Oh,
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, right.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
Maybe, yeah.
rain tires. Yeah.
They won't have it, I don't think, if it really.
And there was some Roger Penske controversy too. But I don't know if you all know about that.
No, what happened?
Oh shit! In IndyCar, they have something called push to pass, right? Which gives you an extra 50 horsepower for I think everybody gets 2 minutes of this button right throughout the race.
Okay.
and use it as you see fit. But you're not allowed to use it on restarts, and you're certainly not allowed to use it in qualifying. And somebody left it on in the 3 Penske cars.
Wait,
Ooh.
yeah. And in Long
Coincidentally.
Beach, a computer fail knocked everybody's out except for the 3
Except for
Penske
the
cars.
three.
Oh, wow.
That was an accident, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. But let me tell you the cool thing about it. Joseph Newgarden, who is a championship driver,
And a Penske driver.
and a Penske, he used it
3 times
and
in
won the race
St.
as a result of
Pete, yeah.
it. We're going back to St. Petersburg. But Will Power, who is my favorite driver,
Didn't use it.
it. He still got penalized the points, but he didn't.
And 25 grand. But
No.
Joseph, yeah, he got.
And Joseph Newgarden said, I thought they changed the rules. Oh, they don't tell you. They
don't
make you
tell
weigh
you?
yourself with your helmet before and after the race, but they don't tell you that you can all of a sudden use push to pass. So Penske, Roger Penske, who owns, he
Indy.
owns the whole series. He owns the Indy series,
He
but he
owns the
also owns
500.
the Indianapolis 500, the stadium. He said, you know what, this is on me, and it wasn't. I mean, he didn't do
But
it.
he's the captain.
But he's the captain, so he took the responsibility for it. But it
and
was,
he suspended like the main strategist for the Indianapolis 500.
yeah,
I'm
which
the
is-
captain now.
yeah, it's craziness.
Mm,
So look at you, nothing but net.
nothing
Yeah,
but
but
that,
that's-
man. And Booker.
Yeah, Booker, there you go.
Let it be.
Hey,
He's our
Wow.
Jeopardy champion for tonight.
He is our Jeopardy champion for tonight. Yeah, he's in the most Jeopardy because he's got a gig.
Oh,
right.
Oh, but
oh, so
And on
I-
that happy note, yeah,
next week.
that was
Have
your
a good
cue.
year,
Have a good
everybody.
show, babe.
Love you, children of the lawn. Everybody take care, be safe, have a
Yes.
good one,
bye.
okay?
Oh, have a great weekend,
Yes, have
everybody.
a great weekend, you guys.
Yeah.
Don. Well, there he goes. He's
Bye,
gone.
Jeff.
Bye.
And then there was just us.
Wow, Booker got it.
Did any of you at home get it?
No, nobody said it.
Nobody said it.
No, because the let thing, like, you really have to.
You know,
and
I
love
pushed it.
tennis.
Come on, that's a let ball when the net
Yes,
went.
it is. And I didn't recognize Cousin It.
Yeah, I was going to use the real Cousin It, but I couldn't find. I mean, I'm telling you, my brains were leaking out. The B was easy, but
Yeah, I got
Cousin
the
It,
B.
I could have. I had one from the Addams family, but I didn't know if it was.
I would have probably guessed that one.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, because you were part of the Addams family.
Woo! All right, well,
So
children.
yes, another free for all Friday has come into the paddock. The paddock?
Paddock.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. The paddock, and yeah. So let's see. Wednesday, well, you got Angus is rewinding on Tuesday if he wakes up in time, and this coming Wednesday will be our last our last whistle stop Wednesday. And then we're going back to Wilding on Wednesday, which who knows what that means. I know what it means.
Well,
Do you?
I don't know now what that means.
You don't.
Because things have changed a little bit here
Well,
at the ranch,
No, that's true.
at
They
the
have.
Ponderosa.
They have
Yes,
changed.
they
it.
have. So it might be in Twistle for a little while longer.
It might be.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. What are you crazy? Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the time.
God, I can't. I'll have to decide for
Oh,
that. for
Sue
you
says
another time.
Preakness Saturday. We don't watch the horse racing, Sue. But
Preakness.
that's what makes this America.
Yeah,
if we
right.
want to watch them do that, good.
We do the freakness.
We don't watch it. But
Yeah, we-
you enjoy it.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we.
All right, so
So here's my. This is. You guys are as good as it gets. And on that happy note, I hope we see you Wednesday or Friday. But if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy your weekend, kids.